Hello everyone. Good morning. I just woke up. I haven't even had my breakfast yet, but I want to talk about something. I went to Dalai Lama temple yesterday. I have been going to Dalai Lama temple. It's a very peaceful place. It's a temple. Uh, Many sorts of idols are there. I am not interested in those things, but the energy that it has, because people come and they respect the energy of that place. They maintain silence. That is why. So I sometimes go there, sit around, and I observe things. It has a vibe to it. So yesterday I was watching. There was a very old monk. He was too old. I never had an old monk in the last 5 years. I don't like the taste of old monk. So that monk was very, like, would be around 100, 95, 100, very old. And there were many young monks who were helping him walk, taking care of him. And I could see in their eyes, in their body language, in their, you know, energy, that it was authentic, whatever they were doing for that monk, the older monk. They were very serious and, you know, very much loving their job, because it came from compassion, not from obligation. Not from the obligation that somehow you would have seen in your own family, or another family, or whatever, that people give birth to their children so that they can take care of them when they are old. But children take it as a responsibility, as an obligation, something that they have to do, not something that they want to do. Right. So there is no compassion, there is no love after some time, because the community is small. In family structures there are one or two children hardly, or two or three. So the children get bored and they start to. So I was uh, talking to somebody, a girl. She told me that she's taking care of her mother, but she's not now free because her mother is ill, very sick. Now she is not happy with it. I mean, she want to help her mother, but she is not able to take actions for herself in her personal life. Now when I watched this entire scenario, when these young monks were willingly doing everything for that older monk, I thought that love has nothing to do with blood relationship. Your most closed relationships, your siblings, your parents, your own children, your spouse, it has to do with compassion. Moreover, what I've observed is that the closer the relationship is, they don't like doing it for their parents, because they want their own freedom. And somehow parents had in their mind all throughout their life that when their children will grow up, they will help them in their old age. But somehow parents forget that in their children also have their own personal lives. They might not like, you know helping their own parents. That is the reason children throw their parents into old age homes. First of all, I'm not putting any child for doing it in a bad light. No, they are not doing anything wrong. First of all, their freedom has been snatched by their parents because of what their parents expected them to do for them. Now many people are confused about what to do. We will get old and we will need support at some point of time in life, then what to do if not bring children? So I say, like, for the last 4 or 5 years of your life, you are creating an entire empire around you, which will snatch your freedom for entire life. Like if I'm 30, if you any of you are 25 or 30 or planning to have children so that they can support you in your old age, and so that you would not die alone, assume that you're going to die around 80. 55 years of your life you would be just taking upon responsibility on yourself, so that you can just live the last 4 or 5 years taking being taken care of by other people. And what if they're not? First of all, you have given your entire freedom. What you could do in these 50 years from 30 to 80, you missed on all those opportunity because you have responsibilities now. You have a wife, you have children, or maybe you have a husband, you have your in-laws, you have your relatives, etc. You have to take care of the education of your children, what not. You can go on and on and on. But how about we live our lives fully to the best we can? Not getting married, not having children, not having social expectation will set us free for the next 50 or 60 years. Now you can travel anywhere, now you can do anything. You are financially free, you are just responsible for your own self. You have to cook for your own self. That doesn't mean that you have to be lonely. You can build a community. There are communities. Enjoy your entire life, and by the end you think that you're going to die, join a good community. Go ahead, be a monk. Isn't it far better than lying down in a bed when you are sick and your own children are avoiding to take care of you? Because you know that they avoid for some time, sometime maybe 6 months or 1 year, they will do it willingly, because they also have been brainwashed that they are waiting their entire life so that they would take care of their parents when their parents are old. But now when the real scenario hits, they realize that it is not interesting. It's not an interesting job. Hmm? And when you build a larger community, there are so many people around you, you are more happier. More people are taking care of you, they don't get bored because they change shifts kind of. So it's an entire hospital, it's an entire, you know, care home for you. The community loves irrespective of blood relationships, because they share energies, because they share a particular thought of mind. They love the idea of freedom. You don't think about it because your parents, your societal structure has been feeding this in your mind that, oh, they're threatening you, they're snatching away your freedom. But just look around. I went to this monastery yesterday, the Dalai Lama temple. There are so many monasteries in this place, Dharamshala. I've been to a lot of monasteries. There are so many monks that are around 100 years of age, walking, chanting, happy, laughing, talking. Look around your older people. The thing that you think is true is not the real truth. Nothing that you believe is the truth. Truth is something else. You have to question it. Don't trap yourself. Don't give away your freedom just for the last 4 or 5 years. And if you don't live into family structures, you will be more happy, you will be more healthy, you will be more free. Being free from here makes you healthy. Being free from you here keeps you away from falling into disorders, mental, physical, both. One of my very close friends few years ago She was very much stressed, depressed all the time because of her family, and she got autoimmune disease, lupus. It cannot be treated. Huh? Mental pressure, depression is highly responsible for causing autoimmune diseases, irrespective of your activity, physical activity, and the diet you are taking. Be free, people who are watching. Love yourself. If you don't make a family, you are not missing on anything. If you don't reproduce children, you are not missing on anything. You will be more free. You will be able to feel more love. So people who have a family, people who have children, only love their children, only love their family. But imagine how many more people you can share your love with an entire community, with the entire world. You can be more compassionate towards animal, because it will. You are free from here. I hope you are understanding why you are caged here when you make your own family structures, because it brings a lot of responsibility. I can talk about this because I'm feeling it right now. I know it is the truth. You see all those communities, not only Buddhist communities. There are so many different communities which are made for this purpose, irrespective of religion. Irreligious communities, people who are atheists also, who share a specific kind of mindset. So if you are worried about your last 4 or 5 years, you can't give away your 50 years or 60 years. Imagine if you can increase your lifetime. Look at those monks who are so old. They don't look like they are very unhealthy. No, sir, they don't. They are still very much busy in their curriculum. Hmm? In family structures, because of dependency, most of the parents fall ill because they don't want to take care of themselves, because they know that somebody is going to take care of them, because they have given birth for this purpose only. So they start getting sick around 60, 65, 70 most, and they are sick for very long period of time. They don't even die. And I know, because I've seen my grandmother in that situation. She was sick for 6 years. 6 years. And my entire family structure, you know was blaming each other for not being able to take care of my grandmother. Uh, because everyone has their own responsibility. Hmm? My grandmother used to live in a village. We all belong to a village, and every relative, like my father's siblings, all went to cities. They all have their own families. They all have their own responsibility, own struggles. How can everyone but one go around, leave their jobs, and take care of my grandmother? So she suffered. Imagine that she lived her entire life thinking that um, uh, 9 siblings. My father had 8 siblings, including him. There were 9. Imagine 9 children could not take care of her in her. I mean, at moments somebody will go, they'll get back. Somebody will go, they'll get back. But in the entire duration, everybody kept blaming each other. That our time is also matters. You should go now. I've been here for a very long period of time. Now this also shows that time matters, work matters, your personal life matters. Now they are not thinking about that they're taking care of their mother. They're doing it out of obligation. If it was out of pure love and compassion, they would leave their jobs, for their mother. They would not ask anyone else, because they are enjoying doing it, isn't it? But everyone wants to get back to their work, get back to their children. That is how being trapped into the entire social structure makes you stressed all the time. You don't even realize it. So, yeah, it's a beautiful morning. I was thinking about it since yesterday, but I didn't want to make that video immediately. Yesterday, I made a good dinner. I enjoyed my time. And this morning, after 2 weeks of constant snowfall in the upper mountains, and it was raining here, it was so cold. It was so cold. My water heater was not even heating water. After so many days, I'm sitting in the sun finally, and I'm glad. I've been in cities for so long, in Delhi specifically, and I hated sun. I thought that the best time are when the sun is not around. But now I thank I'm grateful for the sun, because it is too cold when the sun is not there. It's not like that I did not enjoy that time when it was raining. When it was raining, it was absolutely beautiful. The sky was clear, you could see everything. Not the sky, but the view was very clear. The sky was covered with clouds. Is it not a beautiful place that I'm living at? You can also, you can do it. I don't know, why are you not doing it? I'm also earning. Why are you worried about? What are you exactly worried about? You are worried about because you want to gather so much. That will not bring freedom. I'll have my breakfast. You think about it. Bye.